I guess, what do you guys do for an encore today after?
Hopefully the same result when it's all said and done.
Right on. I guess availability wise, anybody not available that was available the other night, or
No.
everybody's good? Is Xavier's still with you guys, right?
Yes.
Will he be for a while longer, or do you know?
Actually, to be honest with you, I don't know how much more time he has on his 10-day.
Okay. What for guys like him, who obviously just getting their first taste of NBA minutes, to be involved in a game like the other night in Brooklyn, like what does it do for a guy like that, do you think?
Well, I think it can only help his confidence, and to make some of the plays that he made in the critical part of, that game, and being very instrumental in helping us, play the way that we played and make the kind of plays. Like I said, it helps his confidence, but also helps him feel like he belongs. I like the way that he plays. He has a good feel for the game. And just trying to instill in him, I want you to play the same way that and have the same approach that you had in the G League, because they're bigger names and bigger stars, obviously, but basketball is basketball. So be aggressive, let it fly, have fun, and play hard. And he does all of those things.
Coach, Nico and Jay were listed as questionable. Just wondering, are they both active tonight?
Nico is not. Jay Scruggs is.
And I was kind of noticing through film that in the beginning of the season, you guys ran a handful of stack pick and roll action, but with guys being out, you said the other day in Brooklyn, you kind of had to simplify things. Is that kind of like a negative to all the guys being out, is you can't run all the stuff you would like to run throughout the season to get people accustomed to it?
No, actually, I think it works. It's worked the opposite way for us, because teams have obviously up to this point, they've had a good sample size to be able to scout us and see what we run. And I think the last couple of games, it may have surprised them, some of the things that we did, because as the season goes on, Ty starts to add more and more plays. But I love the simplification of it. I think the players enjoy it as well. And it's just fine tuning and doing some of the little things that sometimes you take for granted, especially or that you have slippage in because we haven't had a lot of time to practice. And so, in this situation with these circumstances of new guys, in the Brooklyn game, our players had never played with Wenyen Gabriel and James Ennis before. And Moon had only played, a game or two, a few minutes here and there. So I don't think we had any choice but to simplify it. But I like that because it just made them kind of just hoop and not overthink anything and read what the defense gave us and just make plays off of that.
Yes. How's Ty doing, and what was his reaction to you guys' win?
His reaction the other night was, let me see if I can quote it. Hell yeah. That's what I got when I got to my phone after the game was over. That's what he said. He was happy. Obviously pumped up. I think that he said that his TV went out in his room with 2 minutes left in the game, and so he had to get play-by-play from Mark Hughes for the last 2 minutes of the game. So I thought that was pretty funny, that he had to watch the most critical part of the game that way, or not watch it, I should say. But he was happy, and we've been in communication. He's frustrated. He wants to be here and wants to be coaching, but I'm just trying to be an extension of the things that he's implemented, to this point, and continue us going down that road.
Was that a text or a phone call that he sent you, just to clarify there?
That was a text.
Text, yeah.
Yeah.
And just talking about the game tonight with, Minnesota is such a good offensive rebounding team, and, your center rotation is already really skew right now. What's your kind of plan? And obviously Paul's being out, your second leading rebounder. What you kind of plan, just as far as size, as far as interior presence and on the glass tonight?
Yeah, we have to have a gang rebounding mentality. We had a little walkthrough right before the game, so that was the number one point of emphasis. Finding bodies, hitting bodies, and then going and getting the ball. Last night, watching the T-Wolves against the Lakers, they got, I think, 20 offensive rebounds with 20 second chance points. That's a strength of theirs, and it's a weakness of ours. But we have to have that mentality that, and they also shoot the most take the most 3-point attempts of any team in the league. And so there's going to be long rebounds. We can't afford to have anybody standing around and watching. I said, if they find themselves standing around, find some work. If you want to find something, find some work, meaning just find something to do. And so when that's our weakness and that's their strength, we have to take care of things in the other areas because our margin of error is so slim. So taking care of the ball, making our free throws when we do get to the line, and things of that nature.
Coach, I'm just kind of curious. Have you settled on a starting lineup for tonight?
I have not, because when I got here, I found out that Nico was still not going to be available. So I'm just kind of waiting to see if I hear anything from the other side to see, what they're doing and where they're going and how we're going to match up.
And just curious, has there been any update on the progress that Isaiah's made from the sprained ankle at all?
I saw him in the training room, but I don't know, what the prognosis is in terms of when he'll return. We miss his energy and what he's been able to bring, to the team, his passing ability and just overall energy. So we hope that he gets back soon.
You're going into a stretch, this towards the end of this week where you're playing some really good Western Conference teams in Phoenix and in Memphis. What's the importance of tonight as far as, kind of readying for those games and hopefully, coming out on top to get some momentum going in there?
Well, it's really only about tonight. We're not in a position to be able to look ahead and look forward to anything that's going on beyond this game that's facing us, in an hour or so. And so that's the main focus, doing what we need to do to try to secure the victory, the victory tonight. And, we don't know who's going to be available, what positions, that we're going to be down, what coaches are going to be, we've had to scramble, in terms of the coaching staff as well, because, Dan Craig is our defensive coordinator. And Brendan O'Connor is also defensive coordinator along with him, and they're both gone. So, Dante, next man up, Dante Jones. So, he's, taking care of the defense tonight. Jeremy Castleberry's out. So, I mean, we've had to scramble in terms of a staff as well. So, like I said, we can't afford to look ahead. We just got to fight with what we have right now, and then we'll worry about that when the time comes.